Proverbs 2, remember they're changing my voice. So again, Proverbs 1 was clearly about morals. That's what the Bible is about, right? If you're not going to be morally precise and obey God through me, why call yourself a Christian? Why pray to God? Your prayers are the testament. Okay, so Proverbs 2 is titled Moral Benefits of Wisdom. Moral benefits of wisdom. You can't be wise without being moral. Okay, so wisdom is calling out and says repent, and then wisdom will make you wise. Okay, the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of God will make you wise, is what Proverbs 1 was about partially. And Proverbs 2 is labeled moral benefits of wisdom. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He holds success in stores for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless. Only to those whose walk is blameless. Not everyone who claims to be a Christian or whatever. For he guards the course of the just, and he protects the way of his faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. So you have to do what is right and have a blameless walk by obeying God through me. Only then do you understand what is right and why it is right and just and fair. You only kind of understand. If you truly understand, you do what's right. It's that simple. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. You would understand why to put being righteous over your children, okay, and your family and yourself and all the flesh of everyone on the planet that ever lived and ever will live. Okay, for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you spiritually, right? Because people were crucified. Stephen, John the Baptist, Jesus, what have you, they're killed and crucified. Zechariah, son of Berechiah, Isaiah, most of the 12 disciples, what have you. Okay. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse, who have left the straight paths to walk in dark ways. Again, their paths, ill-gotten gains, Proverbs 1, okay, ways that aren't good, okay, walking in dark ways. 14, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked, and who are devious in their ways. Again, I tell you, all of you are in the spirit of the devil. You're in the spirit of rebellion, that you're deceiving yourself and deceiving others by leading by example, and so on and so forth, okay? So you're rejoicing in the perverseness of evil. When you find your life, those who find their life will lose it. Those who lose their life for my sake will find it. When you find your life, it's because you enjoy the perverseness of evil, whether you admit it to yourself or not. There's a spectrum of enjoyment, but all of you enjoy it enough to cheat me out of my right to lead. Wisdom will save you from the adulterous woman, from the wayward, right? The way, the truth, and the life. The wayward woman with her seductive words, right? Actions speak louder than words. Her provocative jest, sexually suggestive dress, her seductive words, her modest dress, where she's seducing you to rebel against me and to be in a culture where they don't dress so slutty, but they're still in rebellion against God, so they're wolves in sheep's clothes in more than one sense. Who has left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant she made before God. See Genesis 10. The partner of her youth was Nimrod. Surely her house leads down to death, and her paths to the spirit of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. Thus she will walk in the ways of the good and keep to the paths of the righteous. Okay, they'll walk in the ways of the good and keep the paths of the righteous. Proverbs 8 will say, walk in the ways of righteousness along the paths of justice. For the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it. So those who aren't righteous, those who cheat the heir, right? The most important parable, write it down. The parable of the tenants, also called the parable of the wicked husbandman. Thank you.